Welcome! I am Annette Reeder from thebiblicalnutritionist.com, and it's time for another grocery discovery. Today, I'm going to share with you the number one healthiest food in the grocery store. I'm going to share with you how to find it, how to buy it, and how to plant it. I know that's a new twist for today, so I can't wait to get started. But before I do, if you're watching this on Facebook, be sure and hit the like the page button. And if you're on YouTube, be sure and hit the subscribe and the notification bell. That means I'm giving you the content that you enjoy, and it's helping you to learn all about God's recipe for excellent health. So let's get started. Now this video is going to require several stops along the way. I'm going to share with you what each store is selling, what their price is, and whether you should buy this product from that store or not. The topic for today is garlic. Yes, garlic is the most healthiest food in the entire grocery store if you buy it right. There's many ways to buy this product wrong, and so I want to make sure you get it right for the health of your entire body and for your family. So I'm just going to tell you a few tidbits at each stop. Number one is garlic, which I've written about so much in my Treasures of Nutrition manual that you can just learn so much from that book. Number one, this is the best God-designed antibiotic. And the good news is it doesn't destroy the good bacteria, only the bad, which only our God could create something so fantastic. So I was here in the Whole Foods store, and they had organic garlic bulbs. They were $3.99, so a little bit on the high end of the price, but yet they did not have any of the foreign garlic, which is good. This is a totally good, important point. I want you to only buy American garlic, and I'm going to talk about why at the next stop. We are at the second stop. I am here at Walmart, and I picked up their garlic. They did not have organic, but they did have garlic from Florida. Now, what I want you to understand, though, is when it's organic, then I'm guaranteed that it hasn't been, well, at least I have a better guarantee, I should say. There's no 100% guarantee unless you grow it yourself. But the guarantee is that it hasn't been sprayed with fungicides and different other chemicals and even bleached, which this garlic can. When I'm buying garlic from outside of the U.S., like especially China, we get a lot of China garlic in America, especially during the winter months and the early spring when garlic is not fresh. And that garlic has been treated so it will not sprout. And that treated garlic is actually not going to grow in my garden as well. So where are the health benefits if it won't even grow in my garden? So I try to avoid all garlic from China. So always ask. There are some stores around here that I ask the produce and they don't know where their garlic came from. So that tells me, well, then I'm not going to buy it from your store. So now remember, garlic is God's antibiotic, but it's also antiviral. Having garlic in your home all the time is very important because you never know when you may have an infection where you need it. You could have a sore throat and it would be perfect for that. And there's just lots of reasons why you should be able to use garlic. Now, let's talk about something else. I want you to buy it like this, not in a jar, not dried, although I do dry my own, and I'll show you that next spring when I harvest it. But I don't want it bought already chopped up or minced in a jar. There's no health benefits to that. It's just a flavor enhancer. And if that's all you want to just flavor, that's okay, because God's given us some amazing flavors in His food. But I want you to enjoy a burst of flavor, but also get a burst of nutrition and protection for your body. And we need protection right now in our immune system. Garlic also helps to detox your liver. And that's very important because I always like to teach my clients to do a detox twice a year. Well, having garlic in your diet every day is going to give you a daily detox for your liver to help get rid of toxins. So get some garlic at one of your favorite stores. Make sure it's not foreign, and then make sure it's grown as close as to your home as possible. Better yet, go to a farmer's market and get some, although it might be hard to find in the fall because these are harvested in midsummer. Now, let's go try one more store and see what kind of garlic we can get. Here at Walmart, I got 2 bulbs for 84 cents, which cost me $6 at Whole Foods. Yet, I would rather plant the $6 garlic from Whole Foods for my harvest next year rather than this garlic. Although, we're gonna plant them both and show you which one grows better. Well, here we are at Kroger, and they had their garlic priced at 2 for $1. I picked up 2, so we're gonna plant these as well so we can know which ones grow the best. That's very important, because if they don't grow in your garden, then who knows what they're doing for your health. Now, they did not have organic as an option, which I found very strange. They usually have better options here at Kroger. So only Whole Foods gave me a really good organic option. All of the other stores just had a USA garlic, and the prices were pretty similar to the same. Now to the garden. Well, here you can see all of the garlic that I picked up today, and I just want to share some tips on how to buy fresh garlic in the store. You can always remove this outside paper to make sure there are no bad cloves inside this bulb. You can do this in the store, but even if you don't, you can kind of look around the outside and see if any of them are soft, they seem bruised, and also do they smell bad. Now right there, looking at this one here, you can kind of see a spot. So I can kind of look into that and see a little bit if that looks okay before I would buy it. And it's okay if they have a few little specks here and there. This is called a bulb. Each piece within it is called a clove. Now these here are a little bit dirty because I had them in the same bag with some beets. So here we have our organic, we have our Kroger, we have our Walmart, and now I just want to share just a couple more things about why these are so beneficial for your health. They work as a very natural diuretic, so those who are having issues with their kidneys and want to help them to heal better, that would be good. They help with stomach, digestive aid, they're antifungal, they clear the lungs, bronchial tubes in your throat, they work as an expectorant, they help to clean your blood, helps to lower cholesterol. Actually, some people who are dealing with pus issues, it would work as an antibiotic for that. It can even help to reduce a fever, produce sweating when you need it, just so you can heal. And for some women, it helps with menstruation. Now, another thing is it helps to deactivate parasites. And believe it or not, we have more parasites in our body than we really want to admit or talk about. So that's another reason to have garlic in your diet. They can be 100 times more effective than some of the antibiotics that are out there on the market. And remember, I told you they're not going to cause harm. So this is just some of the reasons why I want you to get garlic in your diet every day. Now it's time to grow some garlic. So I'm looking around my yard. That patch back there is normally where I grow it, but it's still very full with zinnia flowers, and I do not like to stop growing my flowers. So I'm going to move more over here where my basil grows, and I just planted a few pansies. So I'm going to put my garlic there. I'm going to put the organic garlic there. I'm going to find different spots for each selection of garlic. Now I've taken one bulb of garlic and broken up all of the pieces, and I'm just going to take my trowel and just dig some holes and plant it in there. You're always planting the part that would grow the roots down at the bottom, just like planting your tulip bulbs, daffodils, and they can be planted fairly close. I mean, just think about the size of a garlic bulb, and that's about the distance you want them apart. So I can plant pretty many in this area right here. Sometimes I'll just use my finger and stick it down in the ground. I will probably put about a dozen here in this spot. It will grow like onions. It'll look like onion shoots when it starts to come up, and it'll start to come up this fall. Typically, anytime in October is a good time as long as you're still having good weather, and we are having incredibly good weather this year. Put those in the ground. Even got some worms coming up to see what I'm doing. Next spring, next early summer, we'll harvest these, and I'll show you again how to dry them so that you get to enjoy it all year long. Last year I didn't plant enough, and so I ran out already of my dehydrated garlic, but I use it in all of my cooking. So I'm just going to plant these. So you can see it doesn't matter. All you need is some dirt, and then plant them down in the dirt. Doesn't matter what kind of flower bed you have, what kind of garden you have. If you only have 1 square foot of dirt, you've got enough to grow garlic. Make sure I don't lose any here. in the dirt as well. I don't plant them as deep as I do the daffodils. I really just plant them about 3 or 4 inches. Just going through this dirt, make sure I didn't miss any for being planted. All right, we're going to cover those up. I'm going to write up a paper to tell myself, remind myself next year what I planted. Oops, there's one that didn't get planted. What I planted where, so that I can then gauge which one grew better. Did my organic grow better, or did the others that were not organic grow? Which one grew the best? And as I said, we're planting our organic right now. Okay, so I'm planting some in my square foot gardening bed. I even have a helper who's helping me to dig some holes. Not exactly where I wanted the garlic planted, but she's definitely going to town over there helping me dig the holes for the garlic. So I've got these ready to go. I'm just going to cover them up, and I will have this corner of my raised bed totally a garlic corner, and it actually will look very pretty in the spring. Now she thinks I'm going to plant there too. Who knows what she thinks, but she definitely enjoys digging in my garden. We'll worry about breaking her of that later, but right now it's kind of cute. So here you can see one of my garlics. I bought a total of 6 and one happened to be bad. This is actually one from a Walmart. So I have to ask myself, is it worth taking it back? But the thing is, it's not worth planting because it could introduce issues to your soil that you do not want to deal with for years to come. So this will be tossed out in the woods, and I will move on to the others. Now I just opened this one up. This was actually from Walmart, and look, we already have some growth started. So this is a good sign of a garlic that should do really well for me. I was kind of excited when I saw that when I opened it up. Now where's my gloves? Looks like someone took my gloves. Well, there you have it. Garlic is just one of the most healthy foods that you can eat. It's in the grocery store, but should also be in your garden. And I just want to say thanks for watching this. I am Annette Reeder from thebiblicalnutritionist.com. Be sure and go to that website and download the 7 Steps to Amazing Biblical Health. It does not stop barking if I download that book. But it is a way that I can share with you what I teach all of my coaching clients. And anyway, so thanks for watching.